In the news tonight, search for 3 missing fishermen suspended.
I don't know what else I can do in terms of search. It's a tough decision, but we will have to possibly suspend the search and go into a new phase of being on the alert while we continue to traverse the areas.
Schools to be reopened fully from the new school term, says Minister Manichan.
There's a staggered reopening not to shock the system after this 2 years of closure. So within the first week, grades will be going out back at different dates. We'll announce that shortly.
And Health Minister urges Guyanese to be cautious as COVID-19 cases decline. Weeks after Noble House seafood fishing trawler sank and 3 fishermen went missing, the Ministry of Public Works has officially suspended the search. The disclosure was made by Minister Juan Edgell to the distraught family members who were hoping for the safe return of their loved ones. Those missing and feared dead are both Captain Anthony Damon, 44, a father of 3, Winston Sam, 46, and 74-year-old Ronald Borton, while Vincent Dazel was the lone survivor.
So at this point, I don't know what else I can do in terms of search. It's a tough decision, but we will have to possibly suspend the search and go into a new phase of being on the alert while we continue to traverse the areas, praying that we find something. Some people felt that I would have suspended the search after a couple of days and you didn't see nothing floating, nothing. But I know that they are human beings with the real emotions that are looking for answers. And I'd also want, as a person, in the discharge of my responsibilities as a minister responsible for the sector, to ensure that everything that was humanly possible, every resource that is available to the state and to the private sector was utilized to ensure that we get answers.
An independent board of 7 persons was established to investigate the sunken trawler and the 3 missing fishermen. That report was completed and was expected to be handed over to the family with its findings. Initially, Guyana's Minister of Home Affairs Robson Benz said that Noble House Seafood failed to contact the authorities in a timely manner.
Planning an elegant or corporate event? Let the experts at Star Rentals equip you. Give your event that spectacular 5-star experience it deserves with the options of transparent tents of various sizes, indoor and outdoor formal bars and cocktail tables with LED lights, stage, podium with lighting, portable AC units, generators, executive portable washrooms, outdoor light tower, and much more. Call today 226-3020. Online www.starrentalsgy.com. Star Rentals, we got you covered.
Looking for office furniture, stationery, electronics, janitorial supplies, or even dietary products? Okay, stop searching, because we at Imperial Trading have all that and more. Check us out at 73 Section 8 Urban Street, or give us a ring on 639-3785. And be sure to ask about our special discounts. Whatever you need, we got it. Because at Imperial Trading, we operate so you can operate.
The Ministry of Education is making a significant investment in the education system to distribute textbooks to every primary school pupil to support them at school and at home. So students and parents, please take good care of the textbooks loaned to you and remember to return them at the end of the school year so that the next batch of students can use them. Before collecting the textbooks, parents will sign a contract promising to ensure the books are kept in good condition and to return them. Parents will be required to pay the cost to replace or repair any of the lost or damaged books. So let's do the right thing and use the books wisely so that as many students can benefit across Guyana. A message from the Ministry of Education.
Minister of Education Priya Manichan today announced that schools will be reopened fully from the new school term, which commenced on April 25th. The minister noted that a whole host of measures will be announced shortly.
We are making sure, of course, physically the schools are ready to be reopened fully from April 25th after the Easter holiday. There's a staggered reopening not to shock the system after this 2 years of closure. So within the first week, grades will be going out back at different dates. We'll announce that shortly. With the last grade being grade 7 and nursery the following week. Grade 7 in the primary, in secondary, and grades 1 and 2 in primary, and then nursery 1. We are trying to make sure our schools are equipped and ready for sanitizing and hand washing and toilets flushing and so on. But outside of that, we've done a whole host of other things. We have consolidated all the curricula. So from grades 1 to 9, we have shaved off things that are not necessary. We've made the curriculum into a 20-week curriculum. We have completely changed the way grade 6 is going to be written. We've taken off the grade 6 segment completely and it stops at grade 5. We are retraining teachers in how to deliver this consolidated curricula. We expect that if you will do the grade before when you go into school, so students who go into school in September at grade 4 will really be doing grade 3's work. Then when they come up in the 20 weeks, then they move on to grade 4. When they go into grade 5, they'll begin with grade 4 work and then move up as their competency levels build. We are also starting off, and you're going to see an assault on illiteracy. You'll see an entire national program rolled out to recover from the literacy loss we would have had. And all the gains we would have made that went down the drain in 2 years. You're going to see an assault on that. We're going to shortly be announcing how we're going to do that. In short, every single student is going to be diagnosed. We're issuing a diagnostic for mathematics, English, and social studies and science, the 4 core. Every student will be diagnosed and each student will be attended to individually to make sure that we recover from the COVID loss. But the aim eventually is to make sure every single student at grade 2 is a reader. And so COVID gave us that opportunity to have a relook at our entire literacy program.
The minister noted that Operation Recovery, which is part of the ministry's efforts to get students back into the classrooms and minimize learning loss, will continue.
I don't think people understood it. Was never intended to be a 1 day or 1 week activity. Operation Recovery is going to be a prolonged activity, we started with grade 6 because we knew they had to be out. Once everybody comes back out and is duty bound to come back out, mandated to come back out, then we could look to see who was absent. At this stage, because people have a choice not to come because we're rotating, we don't know if people are absent or if they just didn't come. We could have started with grade 6 because we're pretty sure if you were absent from an exam that you're kind of heading towards more prolonged absenteeism. The actual operation recovery, going into homes and finding children, was extremely successful. So we've gotten more than 3/4 of the kids back in school. And you would recall that we started with a number of about 1,300 that were absent.
Washi. Hi people. Washing made so easy since I found Washi. Washing me use wash me clothes and I can say Washi soap powder wash clothes so nice. Washi soap powder leave your clothes color bright. Washi soap powder leave me clothes smelling nice, of course. So give thanks to Washi soap powder for doing my laundry right. Keep my clothes color bright. Have my clothes smelling nice for sure. I could not ask for more. Comes in lemon and original. It is a washing machine in a pack. Washi soap powder wash clothes so nice. Washi soap powder leave your clothes color bright. Washi soap powder have my clothes smelling nice, of course.
Distributors located in the Starbrook Market.
The Ministry of Education is making a significant investment in the education system to distribute textbooks to every primary school pupil to support them at school and at home. So students and parents, please take good care of the textbooks loaned to you and remember to return them at the end of the school year so that the next batch of students can use them. Before collecting the textbooks, parents will sign a contract promising to ensure the books are kept in good condition and to return them. Parents will be required to pay the cost to replace or repair any of the lost or damaged books. So let's do the right thing and use the books wisely so that as many students can benefit across Guyana. A message from the Ministry of Education.
While there has been a decline in the COVID-19 cases, there is also a decline in persons coming forward to get tested, said Health Minister Dr. Frank Anthony. The minister was speaking during his daily COVID-19 update.
However, we still have 140 active cases, and so we continue to monitor these active cases. Of the 140 active cases, we have 14 who are currently in hospital, 10 at Ocean View, and of the 10 that are at Ocean View, we have 4 in the ICU. So we're still seeing persons who would need hospitalization. And in some cases, they're still having severe COVID, which requires them to be in the ICU.
While most of the COVID-19 measures have been relaxed and wearing of masks not being mandatory but encouraged, the minister said it is an individual responsibility.
But people now have more independence in terms of determining what they do. That independence now it's up to you whether you want to wear a mask or not. So it's optional, but you have to look at your risk and you have to decide whether you want to take precautions. So there's an individual responsibility. Working places, business entities, different spaces can also decide whether they want certain rules in place and work with those, because as you can see, we still have active cases in Guyana. We have 140 active cases. It's going down, at least for now, but we still have active cases, and those persons can very easily infect others. So we still have to be cautious because not everybody has been vaccinated, so not everybody would be protected. So we need to be cautious, and there's still a lot of unvaccinated people out there. And if you're unvaccinated, there is a chance that you can get the more severe form of COVID, because as we are seeing, the people who are coming into the hospital are basically unvaccinated people. The people who are ending up in the ICU are unvaccinated. So if you're not vaccinated, you still have a chance of getting the severe form of the infection.
For these and other stories, do visit us at our website www.rdproductiongy.com.